New at 11, Call 6 investigates, uncovers people accused of providing health care in Indiana without a valid license.
So just to be clear, were you practicing as a therapist with no license?
No, I was not.
Our Kara Kenny is asking the state what they're doing to keep you safe and how you can make sure your doctor or therapist is operating legally. Kara.
That's right, Mark. Over the past 3 years, the state attorney general's office has filed a dozen cease and desist complaints to people accused of claiming to be healthcare professionals without valid licenses. We tracked down some of those people to find out what happened and how you can protect yourself from unlicensed practices.
When you go to a doctor, psychologist, or family therapist, chances are you expect that person has a valid license. A license means that healthcare professional has proven to the state of Indiana they're competent in their field. Since January 2016, Indiana has filed more than a dozen complaints telling people to stop practicing without a license.
What can I do for you?
Chad Myers of Kokomo worked at Kids Psych in Westfield, a family psychology practice for kids and families. According to documents filed by the state attorney general, Kids Psych listed Myers with MFT after his name. That stands for Marriage and Family Therapist. The website also said Myers specialized in addiction and couples therapy, but records show Myers does not have a marriage and therapy license. What happened?
No, that's not something we're going to talk about.
You won't tell us what happened?
No, not when you just come to my house and just ask me point blank.
Samuel Adenyaju works at Living Hope Consulting and Counseling. According to a motion filed by the state, Adenyaju listed himself on the website as a mental health therapist, even though he is not licensed.
I didn't put license. I didn't say, I'm licensed. That L makes a lot of difference, and that didn't appear on my website.
The Indiana Attorney General's office investigates unlicensed healthcare practices and files requests with the professional licensing boards who can issue the cease and desist orders.
It is for the safety and the health of all consumers that these individuals stop the work that they are doing.
Director of Consumer Protection Betsy Denardi explains leaving out the word license from your credentials isn't good enough.
If you're giving the impression that you're licensed, that's the same thing.
Essentially, I don't have to say that I'm a licensed doctor, but if I am trying to treat someone's medical conditions, then I am holding myself out as a doctor. And in the state of Indiana, you're required to meet certain criteria and have a license.
Diana Trujillo Rollinson is a diabetes coordinator at the Alivio Medical Center in Indianapolis. Here she is on the center's YouTube channel. But according to a cease and desist order issued August 10th from the Medical Licensing Board of Indiana, Rollison claimed on her website to be a medical doctor with 24 years experience. We contacted Rollison, who told us via email, "I am not fluent in English." When we offered a translator, she told us, "No, thank you." As for Samuel Adenyaju, the state dismissed their case against him after he took down the mental health therapist reference on his website, and after the state realized he's a pastor and doesn't receive compensation for his services.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Chad Myers reached a resolution with the Behavioral Health and Human Services Licensing Board in which he agreed to stop claiming to be a marriage and family therapist. He points out he has his master's in marriage and family therapy and plans to get licensed by the state.
They were able to say, okay, yes, what we want you to do is not practice therapy until the licensure component is done. And so I'm sitting for my exam. When that's done, we fully go back to practice.
The Attorney General cannot investigate unless they receive a complaint. So if you see something, report it. If a person does not stop, even after getting a cease and desist order, the state can file an action in civil court and a judge can order them to spend time in jail. However, that's rare and hasn't happened in any of the cases that we reviewed over the past 3 years.
Alarming to hear that this has gone out this way. So I think that the lesson that people can learn is, how can I go to a place and know if I'm going to someone who's licensed?
Well, first of all, you can ask to see their license, but better yet, go to the state's professional licensing website. Put in their name. You can see if they have a license. You can also check and see if they've ever been disciplined. And we put links on how to look that up on the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com.
Sounds like a simple step everyone should take.
Absolutely.
All right, Kara Kenny, thank you for that tonight.